All right, so the last Stokke 6 error are change of direction ground stroke errors. And of course, we can't just hit cross court on every single shot. That doesn't make sense. But there are typically 4 shots that you can hit, ranging from easiest to most difficult. What we call a number 1 shot is when our opponent hits cross court to us and we hit cross court back. We're playing cross court, which is easier. It's higher over the net is a little bit lower. We have more room on the baseline and we're not changing direction. So a number 1 shot is the easiest shot you can attempt. A number 2 shot is when my opponent hits down the line to me and I go cross court off that. So I'm still going cross court, I still got the lower net, I've got the longer court, but I am technically changing directions as you went down the line to me. A number 3 shot, the third most difficult, is you go down the line to me and I go down the line back. This one will happen very infrequently, mostly when you're playing a lefty versus a righty. So if I want to stay on their backhand and they go down the line to me, I might hit my backhand back down the line. I'm going down the line, the net is higher, the court is shorter, but I'm not changing directions. The fourth error, which is easily where I see the most errors happen, is when my opponent goes cross court to me and I change direction and I go down the line. So not only am I hitting over the low part of the net and I have less court to work with, but the ball is crossing my body and I am changing the angle. My timing has to be perfect, and I see people make number 4 errors all the time. Now, like I said, you can't just go cross court on every single ball. So I have 3 parameters for when it would make sense to go down the line offensively. Number 1, we need to be up inside the baseline. So if we're behind the baseline, we're not really in a position to attack. So it doesn't make sense to add increased risk where you might miss for no reason. The second thing is we want to be inside the single sideline. So the wider you get in the court, if I was to take a number 4 ball down the line, they can easily hit a number 2 cross court backhand right back and open up the court against me. So I want to make sure I'm inside the baseline and inside the single sideline. The third parameter is there better be a good reason for going down the line. That could be that I have space, my opponent's off the court, and I actually see an opening. Or it could just be, I think my opponent's backhand is much, much weaker and I can hit down the line to their backhand. But if you've met those 3 parameters and you've tried an offensive shot down the line, I'm okay with the occasional miss.